Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the main show here at Fight for the Fallen. We are here with our second of the Fatal 4-Way Elimination Tag Team matches of the evening. Of course, on the pre-show, we saw the Revolt pick up a victory over SCU, Dark Order, and Proud and Powerful. And the winner of this match will go up against the Revolt in a couple of weeks' time on Dynamite to determine the number one contender for Best Friends Tag Team Championships at Double or Nothing. Got an interesting card set up for you tonight. Of course, we've got this match then. Next up, we're going to have Darby Allin one-on-one against one half of those tag team champions, Trent. Then we're going to have a fatal four-way elimination match between Hangman Page, Kenny Omega, Jon Moxley, and Lance Archer to determine the number one contender for the AEW Championship. And then our AEW champion will be in action in the main event, alongside the Hardcore Champion, of course, Pentagon and Fenix of the Death Triangle, as they go up against Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, and Sammy Guevara. Interesting night then. I mean, the tag team division is sort of, well, it's sort of, what's the best way of putting it? Going to be blown wide open here tonight, I think. I clicked on the wrong button, there we go. It's been blown wide open here tonight. We've seen already some big changes. Of course, Revolt now top of the rankings, even ahead of the champions' best friends. Lucha Brothers and Dynasty also quite high up as well. At the end of tonight's show here, though, I think that we're going to have another team pretty high up, and it's really going to make some big changes in the tag team division at the moment. Strong right hands there by Mark Quinn in the middle, but that was Isaiah Cassidy being pinned there by Nick Jackson as well. These matches are so mad, it's so difficult to keep track of what's going on at this point in time. Hybrid 2 looking pretty good in the rankings, but it's Angelico who's looking great in the singles division as well. But a loss here, of course, would drop Angelico down a little bit. We're going to see a lot of Angelico actually moving forward. We've got him in a couple of singles matches. Because he's so high in the rankings, he just ends up in singles matches as well, because that's just the way it works, isn't it, I suppose? Nice rake to the eye there by Isaiah Cassidy on Nick Jackson. As you see the blade on the outside, Braxton Sutter slamming Mark Quenn's face into the barrier. And now we're sort of spread out a little bit more. Nice kick right in the head there by Isaiah Cassidy on Nick Jackson. Now Cassidy stalking Jackson. This could be a massive elimination, you know. Into the Ace Crusher. If he gets this elimination, this could be huge. Oh, he's kicked out. Wow, if the Bucks had been the first ones eliminated, that would have been massive, you know. Really, really big. As the battles continue now on the outside. But Isaiah Cassidy still has Matt Jackson really under control here. I got some plans for Andy Williams as well, actually. It depends what happens here, really, but Andy Williams is someone that I see maybe sort of having a bit of a dabble in the hardcore division as well, you know? Just feel like that might be something he might want to do. And of course, there are no championship matches here tonight. However, we will see the Hardcore Championship in action. The Hardcore Championship in action. We will see the Hardcore Championship being defended on Dynamite, our next episode as well. I think the Hardcore and the Cruiserweight belts are ones that will be defended a bit more often. I feel like the AEW Championship will probably just be pay-per-views. The TNT will be rarely away from pay-per-views, but still possible. And maybe the Tag Team Championships, Hardcore and Cruiserweight, we might sort of mix and match a bit more. I don't like the way that we end up with all the championship matches just being at pay-per-view, so I do want to just try and have those opportunities where we can. Like every now and again, if someone's quite high up in the rankings, like the tag team rankings, for example, we'll give them a shot. Big back elbow there by Cassidy on Nick Jackson. Still as Mark Quinn slamming the face of Braxton Sutter into the top turnbuckle. 1, 2. And still Nick Jackson survives. Is he still called Braxton Sutter? I think he is, isn't he? They just called him the Blade, didn't they? I wonder whether he's gone back to being called Pepper Parks or not. I think he's still Braxton Sutter. I'm just going on the AEW website now at the moment to see the roster. You know what? They're not actually on the roster, are they? They're not on the roster, the Butcher and the Blade. Or are they on there as the Butcher and the Blade? No. Yes, they're on there as the Blade. Okay, he's just known as the Blade then. I keep calling him Braxton Sutter because that was his name that he had in in Impact, wasn't it? And then you've got the Butcher. Okay. I'll take it all back then. I keep calling him Braxton Sutter or Pepper Parks, but just the Blade will do it. We had any eliminations yet? I've been looking away for a few moments now. I've got a bit confused. Mark Quinn with the front chancery on the Blade. Boot in the gut. As Jack Evans just choke-slammed Matt Jackson. Super kick there by Nick Jackson on Isaiah Cassidy. It's all starting to get interesting now, isn't it, I think? There's the big senton by Jack Evans. And this could be an elimination. No, Braxton Sutter getting the pin on Mark Quinn. Only a 2 count, though. Isaiah Cassidy stamping on the face of Nick Jackson, who's really been busted open badly there, hasn't he? Really busted open badly. Nice. Code breaker there as well. Mark Quinn dumping the Blade to the outside. Now Quinn diving over the top. Wow. Big move. Super kick attempt by Matt Jackson on a helico duct. No elimination jet in this match then. All these teams know how important this match is. It throws you straight into the Tag Team Championship picture. Only one match away from fighting for those belts. Isaiah Cassidy slammed down there by Jack Evans. Oh, big clothesline to the back of the head there by the Butcher on Jack Evans. As Angelico now rolls through Matt Jackson into that knee bar. Nick Jackson's back up on his feet, but can he get there in time? No, the Blade blocking him off. And it's a tap. Matt Jackson's out of here. Wow. I thought the Bucks were going to have this, you know, but it's not looking good for the Bucks at all, is it? Braxton Sutter. Saito suplex on Isaiah Cassidy. It's now Nick Jackson on his own, and he's been heavily busted open as well. The Blade now takes Cassidy up. Lets him think about that for a moment. All the blood rushing from the legs to the head, which makes you very lightheaded as well as very jelly-legged. It looks like you're just showing off, but really it is a very clever maneuver to do. A slap in the face there by Isaiah Cassidy. Taking Andy Williams to the outside as Mark Quinn catching Nick Jackson. Isaiah Cassidy diving over the top onto the Blade. Tell you what, Private Party are looking amazing here tonight, aren't they? They really are looking good. Nice drop kick to the back of the head there by Jack Evans on Andy Williams. And Helico now taking the Butcher up and slamming him onto his knees. I mean, for Nick Jackson now, this is just all about survival. This is really what this is. I mean, the Hybrid 2 here, if they could eliminate one member of the Butcher and the Blade and one member of Private Party, which looks like could be the case. Wow. Jack Evans, great maneuver there on Mark Quinn. Isaiah Cassidy's back in, though. It's only a 2 count anyway. Wow. The Butcher now, though, with a choke slam on Angelico. He's not happy with that, though. He wants to continue the assault. Big headbutt on Angelico as well. The Butcher just throwing Angelico around like a piece of meat. I like that. That was a good little bit of wordplay there, wasn't it? You like that? It was good. pin by Isaiah Cassidy. Still only enough for a 2 count on the Butcher. Nick Jackson now gets around the back of the Blade and drops him in the atomic drop. Yeah, for Nick Jackson, it's just all about survival now. There's the Ace Crusher on the Butcher. The Blade's down. Why has Jack Evans broke that pin up? Why has he done that? Nick Jackson heads up top. Ooh. Jack Evans, not quite sure he did that on purpose or not, but it worked out pretty well. But there's the 450 by Nick Jackson on the Blade. He got it. He needs to go for the pin. There is the pin. The Butcher's down. There's no help here. And it's only a 2. Wow, what is going on in this match? What is going on? So many guys really having to show what they can do, especially the Butcher and the Blade, because they only have 1 victory to their name at the moment, but they're on -2 in the rankings, which is not good for them at all. Andy Williams is busted open now as well, which sort of showcases what I said about potentially him being part of the hardcore division. He's incredibly resilient. Nice kick to the side of the head there by the Blade. Braxton Sutter on Nick Jackson. Nick Jackson dropped to the outside, which is probably the wisest thing to happen at this point in time for him, I think. Oh, nice bit of tag team maneuver in there by Angelico and Jack Evans. Angelico lifted him up while Jack Evans cracked him in the back with a drop kick. Angelico, nice shining wizard. Oh, jumping knee strike by Jack Evans on Isaiah Cassidy. This match is going the distance, this one, isn't it? Really is still only 1 elimination at this point in time. That, of course, being Matt Jackson. Nick tried his hardest. I mean, if Nick Jackson come out on top of this, this would be incredibly impressive. Nice Frankensteiner by Nick Jackson on the Blade. As the Butcher now lining up, Angelico takes him up and slams him down into the pin. But Jack Evans was up to break it up. Nick Jackson with the super kick on Isaiah Cassidy. No, not on Mark Quinn, shall I say. Doesn't go for the pin, though. But again, okay, Andy Williams this time slamming Jack Evans down, but he was too close to the ropes. Andy Williams just flattening anybody and everyone who comes anywhere near him at this point in time. Jack Evans now bringing Williams back up to his feet. Nice forearm. Boots into the back of the leg as well of Andy Williams. I think some of these guys haven't quite noticed yet that it is elimination. Seem to see a few guys breaking pins for no apparent reason. Nice kick in the back of the head there by Angelico on the Blade. Nice gut buster there by Mark Quinn, who's also been busted open. Quinn now bringing the Blade back up to his feet. Blade slides free into that reverse DDT. And a big clothesline to the back of the head of Isaiah Cassidy. Wow, that's brutal because you can't sort of protect yourself. The Blade now raining down the strikes. Isaiah Cassidy pushes him free. And now there's only 2 in the ring. 3 in the ring. 4 in the ring. I've still got to have 1 elimination so far. We're about 20 minutes, well, about 15 minutes into this match now. Only 1 elimination. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Still only a 2 count there as the Blade trying to get the pin over Angelico. Blade now bringing Angelico back up to his feet. Nice ace crusher there by Cassidy on Nick Jackson. This could be the Bucks gone. No, only a 2. Mate, if Nick Jackson can survive and come out on top of this match, that's going to be incredible. Imagine the story if Nick Jackson survives this. Nick Jackson now backing into the corner. Lining up Cassidy. There is the super kick. There's the pin. This could be a man gone for Private Party. It is. Isaiah Cassidy's out. Okay. Now Nick Jackson trying to go after, wow, Andy Williams, but Jack Evans came up behind him and dropped him with a backbreaker. Jack Evans now and Nick Jackson up on the shoulder, dropping him neck first across that top rope. Andy Williams with his big knee strikes the butcher on Mark Quinn. Went for the clothesline, missed it, but Quinn caught him with the Pele kick. Wow. Quinn here going to go in for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay. Right, this has made it a lot more interesting for Nick Jackson here now. It is Mark Quinn versus Nick Jackson versus the Blade versus Hybrid 2. No, it's not. Butcher and the Blade are both gone now. Right. And this is where Nick Jackson and Mark Quinn need to work together. It's 2-on-1-on-1 at this point. The Hybrid 2 looking good. Oh, but this could be all. Look at this. Oh, beautiful tag team work. Angelico holding Nick Jackson down with a knee bar as Jack Evans caught him with the big senton. That's Hurricanrana there by Nick Jackson on Jack Evans. They need to eliminate Jack Evans if they can. While Angelico's down, that's what they need to do here. Angelico's back in the ring. Oh, running super kick on Mark Quinn. Nice drop kick. Stomp on the gut now. Mark Quinn heading up top. If he can get the elimination here on Angelico, that would be just as good. Is he going to go for that beautiful shooting star? He does. He hits it beautifully as well. Can he go for the pin? Problem is Jack Evans is up now. Spinning heel kick by Jack Evans. Matt Jackson over the jawbreaker. Oh! Super kick out of nowhere by Nick Jackson, taking down Jack Evans. Mark Quinn avoiding the attack from Angelico, but Angelico catching Quinn with the arm breaker. Hybrid 2 are in a great position here. Oh, slammed down there by Jack Evans. That could be enough to take out. No, maybe not. Nick Jackson's back up. Knee in the face by Angelico there on Mark Quinn. Gutbuster by Nick Jackson on Jack Evans. Jack Evans rolls to the outside. Nick Jackson gets on the back. German suplex. Short, sharp German by Nick. Pele kick by Mark Quinn on Nick Jackson, but Angelico brings him back up to his feet. Wow. Another brutal big kick. This is not clever here by Mark Quinn as he eliminates Nick Jackson and is now 2-on-1 here. It's not gone well here for Mark Quinn, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's not gone well at all here, has it really? So, it looks like Hybrid 2 are going to pick up the win here. I'd be surprised if they don't. But that will put them pretty high up in the rankings. Which is exactly where they want to be. And of course they are going to be in that #1 contendership match then against the Revolt, should they be able to finish off Mark Quinn here, which I don't think is going to be too difficult for them at this point. There's the knee bar. This should be enough now. Can Quinn survive? If he's wise, he'll tap. He gets the ropes though. He does get to the ropes. Nice boot right across the chest. Jack Evans heading up to the top. And Angelico has the pin. It's not enough. I'm sure it will be sooner or later though, isn't it? The arm breaker there by Mark Quinn on Jack Evans. Oh, what a kick in the face by Angelico. It's just a matter of time here, isn't it, really? I think the longer this goes, the worse it's going to be here for Mark Quinn. I mean, when it's 2-on-1, I mean, if Mark Quinn comes back and pulls this off, don't get me wrong, it's going to be incredible. If he can do that, it's going to be absolutely incredible. But I just can't see it, to be honest with you. If he does, then amazing. Amazing for him, but I just can't see it. And Angelico diving to the outside, taking down Mark Quinn again. Wow. Nice spinning neck breaker there by Jack Evans on Mark Quinn. And Angelico brings him up to a seated base. I don't know why they're taking so long over this, to be honest with you. Nice suplex there by Quinn on Angelico. But still, I can't see the numbers game being beaten here. To be able to see, as soon as Mark Quinn gets any offense on one, he gets caught by the other. Spinning heel kick there by Jack Evans, taking Quinn down. Straight into the announce table. And slam face first into the announce table as well. I mean, well, Jack Evans is busted open heavily as well, isn't he? Lots of the rouge in this match. Everyone's rocking the crimson masks. Jack Evans now with Quinn up on the shoulder, slams him down. And that should be game, set, match, isn't it? There's the pin by Jack Evans for the 1, the 2, and the 3 count. The Hybrid 2 pick up the win, and they will go on to face off against Revolt in a few weeks' time to become the #1 contender for the AEW Tag Team Championships. But of course, that also means they're going to get +3 in the singles rankings as well, which has really fired them high up the rankings, to be honest. It's going to be interesting what happens moving forward. But that was a really long match here to open up the card. I hope you're all still watching, because we're about to get into a cracking match one-on-one between Darby Allin and Trent. 2 brand new cores as well for this universe mode, made by the amazing Diffract as always, who I don't think it's going to be too far away before his entire core list is just going to be our roster. But well done to the Hybrid 2. Weren't quite expecting that. I really thought the Bucks would have this, you know, but Hybrid 2 done incredibly well here tonight. And here we go then. Very interesting one-on-one match. We have got one half of the current tag team champions, Trent. A brand new Trent core as well, which looks absolutely incredible. And we have got, of course, Darby Allin, who is currently quite low in the rankings on a -2, whereas Trent is currently quite high on a +3. So it's pretty interesting. Both these cores, of course, made by the amazing Diffract. And it'll be interesting to see how this one all pans out, because, of course, we've seen the Revolt and the Hybrid 2 have some great form here tonight, and they're building momentum for potentially a tag team championship match at Double or Nothing. And the likes of Trent need to continue looking good themselves. If he starts to lose some momentum in matches like this, it could be very difficult for them to retain those tag team championships. Nice work there by Darby Allin, taking one half of the tag team champions, Trent, down. Trent with a strong right hand right in the gut, but Darby sends him up and over. Stiff forearm. And now Darby heading up to the top. What's Darby's plan here? He goes for the dive, and he just about caught. Wow, that looked painful. He just about caught the back of the leg of Trent as he came into the ring. And that could cause some serious damage, you know. It really could. Here's a pin by Darby. Only enough for a 2 count. Big strikes here by Darby on the grounded Trent. Darby was to win here. I don't know what that would even do, to be honest. I mean, I don't think Darby would be considering a push towards the Tag Team Championships. I think Darby might have his mind on potentially going for the Cruiserweight Championship. Maybe getting himself back involved in the Hardcore Championship picture as well. And maybe even the TNT Championship picture. We've got a lot of very strong names on this roster now, which means that everyone's trying to get everything at this point in time. Trent now with a nice reverse suplex. A boot in the back of the head. Before rolling Darby over now into the middle. Trent now dropping a knee into the arm of Darby. Of course, still got 2 more matches left for you after this one. We've got the Fatal 4-Way to determine the #1 contender for the AEW Championship. And we've also got the 6-man elimination tag in the main event. Pac, Fenix, and Pentagon going up against Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, and Sammy Guevara. Nice knee right in the chest there by Trent on Darby Allin. Remember, Pac is the only man on the roster still to be undefeated as well. Trent now looking for the crunchy, dropping Darby Allin down. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Darby Allin able to kick out. Nice. Well done, Darby. Just about surviving. Darby with a boot in the gut of Trent. Now Darby catching Trent into that DDT. Darby brings Trent back up to his feet. Raining the clotheslines. Nice drop kick right in the chest of Trent. And look where Trent is left. Oh no, I thought Darby might be looking to go for that coffin drop. But looking like he wants to continue the assault elsewhere. Spins Trent round into the powerbomb. Only a 2 count. Great match so far between these two. Darby desperate for points. Like I said, he's on -2 at the moment. He needs to get himself up where he can. Nice takedown there by Trent and another one. Nice boot right in the face. Trent now brings Darby back up. Oh, a nice running knee strike by Trent. Huge knee strike. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count. Wow. Trent now bringing Darby back up to his feet once again. Hooks him up. We're going to see... No. Darby able to reverse the attempt. Wow, referee. Darby able to reverse the attempt at the crunchy. And now Trent rolls him back through. Wow, both guys getting a very, very close 2 count. What's Darby up to here? Heading up top. Nice arm drag takedown. Tell you what, this Darby moveset is fantastic, actually, compared to the moveset we had for the old Darby core. This moveset is great. Now Darby up top. Into the coffin drop. Wow. This could be a massive win here for Darby. 2 and 3. Darby Allin, what a win against one half of the tag team champions, Trent. And how much did Darby Allin need that win as well? My word. He needed that so much. He was on -2. Now he moves up to just -1. Like I said, I think Darby's not going to be looking much at the tag division at this point in time. I think for him, it's all about maybe the Cruiserweight or the Hardcore divisions. But this is a big win for him. This is a momentum builder. And this is a chance for him to step up towards where he wants to be. I mean, he's far too low in the rankings. He should be in the greens at this point in time, but it is what it is, I suppose. Some good opportunities by both these guys. Trent with a pin. Not able to keep him down. Trent went there for the crunchy for the 2nd time in the match. Darby able to reverse it into the quick roll-up. Not quite enough to get the pin. Trent rolled him back through, and again, not quite enough. But it was the coffin drop that got Darby Allin the win here today. And there we go. Great win for Darby Allin. And here we go then, we are underway. Fatal 4-way elimination match. The winner of this one will go on to Double or Nothing to face off against Pac for the AEW Championship. Pac, the only undefeated man in AEW at this point in time. Is that correct? Well, technically correct, yeah. If you don't include Preston Vance, who hasn't made his debut yet. He's the only undefeated man. Now, of course, remember, in elimination matches, you will get a point for every elimination that you make, and you will lose a point for being eliminated. So there is a chance for, well, someone to get 3 points here tonight. It's a big one. Of course, currently, Jon Moxley is also involved in the TNT Championship tournament. Because of how high he is in the rankings, he had to be involved in this match. So Jon Moxley could have a very interesting Double or Nothing here. He could end up fighting for the AEW and the TNT Championship in the same night. As Omega here with a pin on Archer. And for a 1 count. Page now with a neck breaker on Moxley. As, wow, Omega, wow, sit out, deadlift, powerbomb on Lance Archer. Of course, this is a new Archer, a new Omega, and a new Hangman. We've seen Hangman already in this universe mode. All 3 of them, once again, made by Diffract. I know I keep talking about him, but if you are on PS4, definitely go over and check his cores out, because they are incredible. If you're doing AEW, you're going to want every single one of his cores, really. Omega with the boots in the back of the leg of Archer. Nice knee in the face as well by Omega on Archer. So at the moment, Moxley is currently on a +5. We have Omega on a +3. Hangman on a +2 and Archer on a +1. So Archer's the one who probably needs this win more than anybody else, to be honest with you. He's the lowest one down. Or at least he just doesn't want to get eliminated without making an elimination himself. He wants to stay in the positives. Because if Archer was to get eliminated here without making an elimination, he's going to go down to 0. Which is not where he wants to be. Moxley now sending Hangman Page into the corner. Follows up with a forearm. Another forearm as well into the running Bulldog. Mox now with a pin on Hangman. Only a 1 count. Archer now with Omega up and slams him on the top of the barricade. Hangman boot in the gut of Moxley. Now into a tombstone pile driver by Hangman. Wow. Big, big move by Hangman Page on Jon Moxley. And now Hangman stalking Moxley. This could be a massive elimination here. Say Moxley is the highest in the rankings out of all of these guys in this match. And he gets caught with a dead eye. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Wow. Wow. Moxley survives the dead eye. And now catches Hangman in the Saito suplex. As Archer just dumps Omega back to the outside. Archer now taking Moxley up into a pile driver now. Hangman's looking great here tonight. Really is looking fantastic. Demolishing Moxley now. Omega with a short German keeps the grip, rolls the hip for a second. Keeps the grip, rolls the hip, looking for the trifecta of German suplexes on Lance Archer. Now stalks Archer. Omega, does he have the strength? He does. But Archer has the wherewithal to be able to break free from that potential One Wing Angel, then massive choke slam on Omega before picking him up and slamming him down again. Wow. Boot across the chest. Archer with a pin on Omega. No, only a 2 count. Wow. Omega survives. Oh, God. I got a frog in my throat there. Omega breaking free from the submission as Moxley just slamming the head of Hangman Page into the mat. It looked like Moxley was maybe looking to try and line up a paradigm shift, but Hangman was aware. Hangman now with a clubbing blow to the back of Archer. That might have not been the wisest move in the world by Hangman, to be honest. Hangman now looking for another clubbing blow, but Archer fighting back. Hangman sends Archer off the ropes. Nice drop toe hold. I mean, Archer is definitely going to be somebody who is going to be a big problem for a lot of people in this universe mode. But Hangman has him, drops him in the Deadeye. 1, 2. I think Moxley just broke the pin. Why did Moxley break the pin? And maybe, well, saying that, Moxley's probably looking at the ranking points here. Because he knows that it's an elimination match, but of course you get a point for every elimination. He knows that if he can make those pins, he's going to be getting much more points. That's a very brave thing to do by Moxley. Because, of course, he'll want to win this match to make him sure he's the number one contender. But the fact that he's breaking other people's pins makes me think that he believes he can get all the eliminations as well, which is a very, very bold maneuver by Mox. But you never know. Mox now with a fisherman suplex on Omega before slamming down with the rights. Archer now just walking around with Hangman on his shoulder on the outside, dropping him head first across the ring steps. Paradigm shift by Moxley on Omega. There's the pin. 1, 2, 3. Omega's gone. Moxley with the elimination. That puts Moxley to the top of the rankings now. And we're down to our final 3 in this match. Moxley joint top of the rankings now alongside Angelico. Because Angelico got that big win early. Angelico's just that man who we can't seem to keep down at this point in time. Hangman now, nice reverse DDT. Archer with the back of the neck of Hangman Page, slamming him face first into the ring steps. So Omega eliminated, not good for him at all. Omega will not be happy with that at all, will he? Mox now, big knee strike right in the face of Archer. And of course, Mox will face off against Jericho on Dynamite in the semi-final of that TNT Championship tournament. A win there for Mox would put him into that TNT Championship match at Double or Nothing against the winner of Brody Lee and Cody. Brody and Cody. Nice big clothesline there by Hangman, and Archer also breaking the pin. Maybe he thinks that he wants these points. He knows that he's the lowest in the ranking out of all of these guys. However, he may have just cost himself there as he gets caught by Hangman Page into the Deadeye. 1, 2, and 3. And Archer is out. Wow. That is not good for Archer at all. That puts him down to 0 on the rankings. And Hangman Page goes up to a +3 now. So we're down to Hangman versus Moxley. The winner of this match, of course, will go on to Double or Nothing to fight for the AEW Championship against Pac. Big splash by Mox, who now brings Hangman back up to his feet. Hooks him looking for that fisherman's. In he goes. Hangman stalking the ground and Moxley's a boot in the gut. And now locking in the camel clutch. But Moxley very wisely had his leg hooked over the bottom rope. Hangman now stamping on the gut. And Hangman really in control of Moxley here. Sent him into the corner looking for that running dropkick. But Mox able to avoid. Mox now sends Hangman into the corner, caught him with a forearm, then into the Bulldog. Mox looking strong here tonight. Stalking Hangman Page. If he hits this paradigm shift, Mox is going on to Double or Nothing. There it is. He hits the paradigm shift into the pin. 1, 2, and no. Wow. Hangman Page just kicked out of the paradigm shift. Was that a smart thing to do? I don't know, because he's now getting his head smashed into the mat, so maybe it wasn't the smartest thing to do. Mox now brings Hangman back up to his feet. Went for the crossbody. Hangman avoided it. Hangman now slamming Mox's face into the top turnbuckle pad. And Hangman here might have an opportunity. Hangman would love to go on and face off against Pac for the AEW Championship at Double or Nothing. But Moxley able to kick out of the 2. Big elbow in the top of the head there by Hangman into the standing shooting star. And now fold over into the single leg Boston Crab as well. No, Mox able to break free. Nice boot in the back of the leg there by Hangman, who's got Mox up. Dropped in the Deadeye. 1, 2. Oh. Oh my word. Oh my freaking word. Hangman kicking in the face of Jon Moxley. Oh, wrench in the neck as well. Slamming Mox into the mat. Hangman now into the camel clutch submission. And Mox able to break free. Tripping Hangman over. Mox now looking for the Fisherman's. Once again, he has it. Hooks the leg. 2 and 3. And Moxley gets it with the Fisherman's suplex. He goes top of the rankings. And Moxley is going on to Double or Nothing to fight for the AEW Championship against Pac. And Moxley also has an opportunity on AEW Dynamite this week to also become the #1 contender for the TNT Championship. So this is interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Moxley could be walking out of Double or Nothing a double champion, you know. There's a possibility. Great win here for Moxley. Hangman looked very, very good here tonight as well. Unfortunately for Omega and Archer, it wasn't a very good night for them at all, was it really? But Mox does go top of the rankings now ahead of Angelico, which I'm happy about, to be honest. Great win for him. And here we go, the main event of the evening. The AEW Champion Pac alongside the AEW Hardcore Champion Pentagon and Rey Fenix going up against Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, and of course Sammy Guevara. It's good old Sammy G. Interesting one, this one. At the moment, I got a bit into tune there for a second for no reason. Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara both on +1, while Jake Hager is on a +2. Pentagon is on a... Where is Pentagon in the rankings? There he is, +3. Pac, the only undefeated man in the AEW, is on +5. Whereas Rey Fenix is currently on -1, so not very good for him. It'll be interesting to see how this all pans out moving forward. Of course, we now know that Pac will be defending his AEW Championship against Jon Moxley at Double or Nothing. The interesting thing's going to be, though, is if someone was to pin Pac here tonight, would they be... I mean, the first person to pin Pac in this universe mode surely would have to be someone who would deserve an opportunity at the AEW Championship, you would think, wouldn't you? maybe that's something we are going to have to do as well. Yeah, I think if someone was to pin him tonight, I think we would have to do it, I think. If Hager, Guevara, or Jericho was to pin him, then I think they'd have to be added to that match at Double or Nothing. But that's the big if. Of course, Pac has been undefeated so far in this entire Universe mode. And we're going along the lines that he might get defeated here tonight. They might just walk through this match. It's very possible. We know how good this trio of Death Triangle is. Lucha Brothers currently sat... where are they now? They're joint third in the rankings, alongside Dynasty. Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho with +1 at the moment in their little tag team. I don't think we'll see them that often, though, to be honest. There's a nice knee bar there, locked in by Guevara on Fenix. But Fenix able to break free as Hager and Pac fighting on the outside. Hager, of course, the highest ranked out of the team of Jericho, Guevara and Hager. He'll be the one hoping to get himself involved in that championship match. Pentagon now stalking Jericho. And this actually could be the first elimination. There's the package power driver by Pentagon on Jericho. There's the pin. 1, 2, and 3. There it is. Jericho's gone. It's 3 on 2 now. Wow, that was a really quick elimination. Pentagon looking incredible here tonight. Of course, the Hardcore Champion. We've already said earlier on in the night the Hardcore Champion, Pentagon, will be defending his belt on Dynamite this week. Nice takedown there by Hager on Pac. Fenix sending Guevara into the corner. Pac with a boot in the gut and an ace crusher on Hager. And now Pac locking in the rings of Saturn on Hager. Is Hager going to tap? I don't think he did. But Pac now going for the pin. He's done the damage. Will it be enough? It will indeed. Wow. Death Triangle looking so strong here tonight. So strong. Pac now taking Guevara down. Wow, this is going to make the rankings look even more interesting now, isn't it? Because this will put Pac and Pentagon up even higher. And it'll also bring Fenix back to a 0, which is exactly where he wants to be. But it's going to drop Jericho and Guevara back down to 0. And it's also going to bring Jake Hager down to a +1 rather than a +2. If it stays this way, I mean, there's still every opportunity that Sammy Guevara could come out of this on top. But I don't think it's really going to happen, to be honest, at this point in time. It's looking pretty one-sided at the moment. Nice there by Pentagon, just dropping his body weight across the legs of Sammy G. Pac gets a boot right in the face by Guevara. And Pac, returns the favour with that stiff snap German. But Guevara straight back up, taking Pac down. But Fenix is there. The numbers game's just going to be too much, isn't it, for Guevara? He can try his hardest, but the numbers game just too much. Pentagon now taking Guevara up and slamming him down. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2. Wow. I mean, you've got to really give it to Guevara just for the balls of this one, haven't you, really? He's not in a good position right now, but he's still going for it. He's still fighting. Boot in the gut hit by Pentagon. And he packages Guevara up nicely into the pin. 1, 2. No, still only a 2. Wow. Stiff right hand and a poison rana by Pac. What is this? What is this? What? Is this a trio tag team finisher? Boom. I don't think I've seen that. Is that a cutscene? Ref! Wow. I don't think I've seen that before, but that was incredible. I mean, it's obviously just a Shield's finisher maneuver, but that was incredible. The trio powerbomb was amazing there, taking Guevara down. The referee was incredibly slow at actually getting down to count the pin, but either way, Guevara flattened with that powerbomb. Is that a message there by Pac sent to Jon Moxley? Of course, seeing the Shield triple powerbomb being used, is Pac sending a message there to Moxley? I think he might be, you know. Very, very wise if he is. Trying to throw a curveball at Moxley. Right, well done. Great victory here for the Death Triangle. Pac remains undefeated. Pentagon, of course, the Hardcore Champion, gets further up the rankings, and Fenix makes way back to 0 as well. Don't forget, like I said, in a few days' time, Pentagon will defend his Hardcore Championship on Dynamite. And we'll also see Jon Moxley going one-on-one against Chris Jericho in the TNT Championship Tournament semi-finals. That's a massive Dynamite coming up for you in a few days' time. Of course, if you have enjoyed this video, please do hit a like, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. And I'll see you again very, very shortly for our next episode of AEW Dynamite. Bye.